Well, much better weather at Lord's on day 2. Finally, we get some play here, and it was a pretty interesting day, Mitch, for Australia. Well, they had a lot of success with the ball in hand, especially Josh Hazlewood coming back into the side.
Yeah, well, they chose to bowl first. I think that decision probably came with the weather yesterday. And I remember speaking to a few of the guys sort of earlier in the week, and they said that the pitch looked like it was hard and a little bit similar to 2015 when they had played here and when we had played here against England. And it sort of showed, like, as the day went on, like it felt like the pitch had quickened up slightly. It was getting a little bit dusty as well, but I think it was still the right decision. I think play to your strengths. You can only go by the toss, what you feel like in the middle out there. So, and I think if it's going to be a shortened game, it looks like, you know, a bit more rain around. Australia bowling to their strengths. That's definitely their go-to. And Josh Hazlewood coming back in the team was outstanding. So I just love the way that he bowled today. Just kept bowling very good lengths. Got a wicket early, got himself going. He was backed up very nicely by Pat Cummins, who I think it just looked like that was a big plan of theirs, for him to attack and bowl bouncers, because he bowled plenty of them, that's for sure. He made Jofra Archer feel very uncomfortable in his first test match. He got Wokes in the helmet, rattled him a little bit, then got the wicket. They worked really well together as a partnership. So I think as a bowling unit, they've done what they've been asked to do. I sort of looked at 220, maybe 250. I thought at one point there that it was going to be a 220. And then a good partnership by Wokes and Bairstow that really, you know, kept them alive. And overall, the game is in the balance again. I sort of thought 1 for 30 at the end of today was on the mark, and I'd be pretty happy with that if I was the Australian team. So another great day of Test cricket. It was a great day overall with everyone coming here to the game wearing red.
Red, thank you.
I've got socks which you can't probably see, but
Poor effort.
I think I thought it was a very good effort, but I just love the fact that everyone turned up and made the effort to wear red. I think it's an incredible day, and for Andrew Strauss and his kids and family, you know, it would have been very, very difficult, and it's just great that they were able to do that today. So overall, a great day of Test cricket.
Just on Josh Hazlewood a little bit more, a couple of years ago he was over here and he didn't have such a good series. He was trying to swing the Duke's ball.
Yep.
He seemed to have a lot more success. He learned from that and was really just more using the seam today, wasn't he?
Well, that comes with experience, and him being here in 2015, there was that much pressure on him to do well, and he'd only played 7 or so. It was only a handful of games, I think, of Test cricket. So, but I think it was just the skill that he had in general. He's a McGrath-type bowler. But, yeah, definitely the swing, the slower pitches here, it sort of sat up a bit more. It was the pressure. So it was good for him to be here in 2015 to experience it. Now he's here, he's back. He missed the first test. He's back in. He's made the best of his opportunity that he's got. Still has a second innings to go and maybe some runs as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing him back that up. But I was really impressed. It just looked like he had so much control. I thought that he tried to swing the ball on a couple of occasions with the seam pointing towards sort of first slip. So the control that he had today was exceptional. The way he got Joe Root out was brilliant as well. So this nursery end for him was perfect. And I think just going down the slope away from the right-hander and then being able to move one back in, it was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. Now, another interesting contest, I think, though, that we've seen, Stuart Broad and David Warner. Now, that's 3 times he's got him out bowling around the wicket quite cheaply as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough little situation to be in as a batsman. I know as a bowler, you love those moments. It was a little bit the same in the first test where you can come out and you can go bang, bang, and the Australians had that opportunity. Now it was the other way around. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough. Davey Warner's probably got that mental side that he needs to go, okay, it's Stuart Broad. His tail's going to be up. It just looked like a very sort of indifferent shot. It didn't really play a full-blooded shot. It was a bit of a defensive sort of lay the bat out there. Maybe it's going to go down the slope around the wicket. It was an absolute peach of a delivery. Not a hell of a lot he could have done maybe just tighten it up. But look, I think that's going to be in his mind for the rest of this tour. And that gives Stuart Broad a lot of confidence as well. So really impressive again by Stuart Broad. I know from playing against him he's very competitive, and he'll keep reminding Davey, I think, throughout the rest of this trip.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure he will. Now, he spoke a lot about Jofra Archer, so much excitement, of course, to see him make his Test debut. What did you think of how he handled that late session tonight?
I think he showed his nerves. He's a pretty relaxed guy generally, and I watched him in that first over, and he slapped his leg after a delivery that had gone sort of outside the off stump. So he was obviously trying to make the batsman play, because he didn't make them play enough, I don't think. But I was thoroughly impressed with a couple of the short balls that he bowled. There was definitely movement there that he was getting. So he'll be happy that he's got that out of the way, and he can go to sleep tonight feeling pretty good about himself. He's got his first spell out of the way in Test match cricket, Ashes cricket. So, yeah, I think that when you're in those situations when there's so much pressure, you've come into the side, you bowl fast, there's that expectation that you're going to do so well. It can be quite difficult to sort of go out there and play your natural game. So I think tomorrow we'll see some good stuff from him.
Yeah, well, if he keeps bowling at 92 miles per hour and up around there, no doubt it will cause a few problems.
It'll cause some headaches for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So an incredible day of Test cricket, a really enjoyable day, especially to see the crowd get behind the Ruth Strauss Foundation, and hopefully we'll have more of it tomorrow.